This is Paul. I was thinking of the unjust enrichment of those that are in the secret assemblies of the secret societies that decided they were going to commit all those violent actions against American citizens when they decided they were going to sow into the sexuality and they were going to ride into the war puppet technology of those that are cloned. Yes. Conspiring to deprive American citizens of their constitutional rights. Yes. And I thought about all that unjust enrichment from all those movies they got paid to make where I was so sorry, suffered, and tortured because I was supposed to be tortured for the sins of the world, and I would never get my constitutional rights enforced. They have what's called a tax refund. It's money paid in taxes and paid back to the taxpayer. Let's say you're in a secret society and you're not one of these well-to-do types. You're just a sheriff or a judge or justice or county commissioner, and you got 8 or 10 kids, and you have all these exemptions and expenses because in your top secret society assembly of those that conspire to destroy the lives of American citizens, you always get all your tax money refunded. I just wanted to know the actual identity of every tax refund for the last 47 years. Now, I know how the Mormons like to have lots of kids, and my guess is that if you had more than 3, 4, or 5 children, it could be that Mormon programming that deprives Americans of their constitutional rights, where you have those secret assemblies of those that are endowed. They're endowed. They would always get a tax refund. It's almost like they never pay any income taxes. Now, you have to send in the form, that's for sure. But I'm not giving Uncle Sam a pretty penny. Poo. So I'm going to go through the actual tax refunds of every oath of office, every attorney, every judge, every justice, every commissioner. I'm going to go through the tax refunds of every cop in America. And I find out that you deducted anything that you didn't have the legal right to deduct, I'm going to sue you for tax evasion. Now, could you give me the actual bank accounts of every tax refund in America for the last 40 years? Could you give me the identity of every person that has gotten a tax refund for the last 40 years? I just want to know how many of them belong to secret assemblies of those that said we're going the lizard, fish, pig way. And we're just going to clone any and all individuals that think that they need a tax refund. Now give me the bank account information, the debit cards, and any and all credit cards issued from the same institutions that persons received their tax refunds in. I'm just going to look at some point of sale purchases of those that got tax refunds that I happen to know that they were clogged. Now, as often as I have sent emails to those in law enforcement, and I told them you have to enforce the law. It is against the law to take custody of American citizens' kids without due process of law. It could be that those that have been getting tax refunds that have debit or credit cards issued from those same I might have eaten one too many barbecue chips. Yep. I've often said that there's one way to get me away from a naked woman. Probably the only reason I wouldn't make love to a very attractive woman that I wanted to have a baby with is a bag of barbecue potato chips.